Focus. Power overwhelming.
Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today it's going to be Ruin versus Soma here on Overwatch, another RJB replay. Let's check it out. Top left, it's going to be Soma, our orange Zerg player. Love this guy. He's a lot of fun to watch. And in the bottom right, it is Ruin, a very, very solid Protoss player. He is red today. So Overwatch, a very, very two-player map. Not a lot of places to expand. But that doesn't mean it cannot be a macro game, right? Right. So, on this two-player map, I feel like Nexus First is out of the question here, and maybe it's going to be an overpool from Soma, because hatch firsting in a place where the Protoss knows that you are is very, very risky, but maybe Soma feels like he can hold it off. So, there's the pylon. Are we saving up? Are we saving up Soma? We will have to see. PD the probe moving out. And I'm going to check Ruin's resume here. He's got a 60% win rate in PvP. Holy smokes. And a 50% win rate in ZVP. So, very, very interesting. Let's see. He has a lot of success in Premier tournaments. Yeah, he took 5th place in a Sanpao Star League Spring Cup back in March of 2023. So, yeah, I think he's going to give Soma everything he can handle here. And yep, it's going to be an overpool opening here, as I said, from Soma. Terror the Overlord scouting out, and Probe scouting out. So, that's weird. How come the sound effect for stuff warping in did not happen? I know the sound is enabled, but maybe it was a glitch. Anyway, blocking the hatch here is PD the Probe, scouting and harassing. Oh, there we go. So Soma gets it down a little bit after he wanted to, but that's A-okay. So, Forge into expand, very, very safe against a pool, a pool first here from the Zerg. And Soma knows that he's scouted because it's a two-player map. It's a defensive opening, not an aggressive opening. So no reason to make any more than 2 Zerglings to get rid of this probe and maybe scout a little bit with them. Because, yeah, if you do a Ling Flood, Ruin knows how to defend it, especially with a Forge first opening. So, Extractor on the way. No gas yet here from Ruin because it's a Forge first. Gateway, helping the wall off. And this probe says, my job is to see how many lings you are making, and the answer is 2. The answer is 2 lings right now. 3rd base on the way at 3 minutes, down the left side here on Overwatch. Excellent times here. Protoss ambient noises and music. Just preparing. This is preparing for battle music for Protoss, right? Yeah, this is just like the music that a Zealot's gonna listen to while he's preparing and he's shining his Psy Blades. Can you actually do that? Are Psy Blades just like pure energy? There's nothing to like polish or sharpen. They're energy, right? Bong! They come out. They're basically lightsabers attached to the wrists or to the hands of Zealots. Is that the lore here? Anyway, Cybercore coming in, finally getting that gas. Everything is A-okay, and Delaire with the first 100 gas for the Zerg player who needs metabolic boosts early. It's on the way. We're not rushing it though, because what? I mean, this probe is refusing to die. Absolutely refusing to be dead here. And I mean, recognizing that, yeah, at some point speed's going to finish. Let's go ahead and, oh my gosh, scout the 3rd base. This has been some of the best scouting I've seen in a PvZ in a hot minute. I mean, this probe is not even close to dead. I mean, it did take a little bit of, HP here, but everything is A-okay otherwise. My goodness. And then we're going to send Robert the Zealot across the map. Robert the Zealot merch available at falconpaladin.store. And then the Spire. Bam. Spire opening. Stargate opening. Everything is A-okay here in this PvZ. Nothing is crazy about it at all. I have cast a couple of replays recently where it's not a Stargate opening. So if you're like, Falcon, why do all PVZs open with a Stargate? It's like, well, they don't have to. Generally, they do, yes. But if you want... Look, ask me for any kind of replay you want, right? Ask me for a game that I've cast that features battle cruisers and restoration. I can do that. Ask me for a replay that features Maelstrom and Storm combinations. I can do that too. Ask for me for a replay that involves... I don't even know, man. Like, what's something else? Carriers against Zerg. Yeah, I've got that into the backlog, too. I have like 6,000 games cast, you guys. So, I mean, and I've got a pretty decent recall, at least on games that are weird, right? Like, I probably can't name every single cast that I have as EVP where it opens with a Stargate, and then the Zerg player goes mutas, because there's too many games for that. But for odd ones out. Ask me. Ask a comment. Ask it in a comment. I will respond to it because I read every single comment anyone ever makes on the channel. I know I've said this before. It's still true. I'm not big enough to where I can't read every comment. They don't come in hot and fast. And, you know, some channels are getting 47 comments every second of every day of every week. And it's just like, nope. You're not reading the comments in that situation. It's not happening, right? So, but my channel is not big enough for that. And that's, you know, it's a good thing. It's a good thing about the size of the channel. I like being able to keep up with what you guys are saying. And I appreciate the comments and... you know, the critical, some of the constructive criticism that comes in. I appreciate that. I try to do better. Suggestions that come in, like talking about different intros, different intro voices I can use. Ooh, Corsair gets sniped by Scourge. That's not a good opening from Ruin. That first Corsair is kind of important for scouting purposes. Alright, well, it's +1 air weapons anyway, so we're not going to stop making Corsairs here by any stretch. But yeah, leave a comment. I'm here for you. All right, what do we got? Nothing too crazy. It doesn't seem like it's going to be mutas. Falcon's okay about that. Falcon doesn't like the mutas in openings against Protoss, who's going Corsairs, especially if they have the +1. Not that it's not winnable, right? I've definitely cast games, and even recently, where Zerg players have gone from mutas against +1 Corsairs, and it's been fine. It's just tough. It's a tough, tall order. It makes the game harder than it has to be from the Zerg perspective. Just not a huge fan of it, I guess. Anyway, Hydras are out instead for the Zerg players. Like, well, what's he doing if he's not making mutas? Well, the answer is Hydralisks. Don't really just want to Ling Flood, go Ling Ultra against a Corsair player, because how do you keep your Overlords safe, right? What are these Scourge doing? Stop running into cannons, you got dummies. Ooh, a DT is about to finish up here from Ruin and Storm. So it's going to be a bit of a Hydra Ling bust attempt here, but DTs are out. Overlord's not really in position to detect those guys. So yeah, I mean, this is, wow, this is get out of here time. Once you're dying to invisible men, gotta retreat. So I think we're going to wait for the Hydra count to get pretty big. Working on range. There you go. Which one's range? I always forget which one's range and which one's missile attack. So that was range, yes. Missile attack is now further on the way and in production. Dan the Dark Templar just running about being like, haha, you guys can't park outside. That's why they have to be on the move. You can't park outside, but you can be on the move outside. Seeing when these Zealots move out. Zealot-leg enhancements coming in. This is going to be a Zealot-leg enhancement timing attack out of Ruin. Going to meet some Hydras in the middle of the map, which they don't want to do. But Overlords have speed now, and they're protected by Hydras, so the time of the DT is pretty much over. He's got 3 kills. He did his job. I think he did what he needed to do here. And, yep, Overlords, Hydras, range upgrade done. Let's go. Storm is complete. Oh, they just turn around and go home? Did he poke and see how many High Templar were sitting behind this wall and say, never mind? That might have been what that was. He's like, do you have the High Templar you need to handle this? Yes. Is Storm done? Yes. Dark Archon on the way, which means Maelstrom. There's no reason to get Dark Archons. Well, you can feed back Defilers with them, which is actually pretty sick. But, I mean, making a Dark Archon this early when we don't even have a Queen's Nest yet. Well, thankfully, there is a Queen's Nest on the way. Every Zerg player, again, breathes a sigh of relief whenever a fellow Zerg gets the tech to get to a hive, because it's just tough. It's just so tough on yourself to try to win this thing with Hydra Lurker. There's your Maelstrom upgrade. Double Evo Chamber. Double upgrades on the way here from our guy, Butching Soma. So good Sim City here, man. No Sunkens, but the Zealots can't get through except for a narrow little choke. Plus Lurkers are popping anyway, so that worked out quite nicely. Yeah, Zealots. Is there a sneaky fourth base up here, they say? No, but the third base is alive. Lurkers are here, too. I don't know, guys. This might be a turnaround situation, too. Yeah, Hydra positioning. They decided to kind of try to push it. This lurker wants to get into a position where it can help. But it wasn't even necessary. Zealots are shoved back. Third base warping in down south here from Ruin. Observatory to deal with the lurkers, the invisible men of the Zerg spectrum. Yeah, so far so good. That's the thing about Protoss, man. In 10 minutes, you can have all the tools you need. Speed lots, High Templar, Storm. No Dragoons produce, intriguingly enough. It's pure Zealot here. Usually, we will see Dragoons start to be added in, I mean, earlier than this and through this time period to deal with the Lurkers, right? Because they're so good against Lurkers. They're way better than Zealots are in these situations, but Arita's gonna go. Alright, I guess we're going. Do we? 2-1 upgrades. Pretty sick on these Zealots, by the way. +1 attack on the missile for the Zerg. Oh, coming back around. You want to fight out in the open? We'll do it. Absolutely. Hydra's running for their lives, but drawing the Zealots away from this third base. There's no obs with this army. Again, I have to point out. There's a good Storm, too. Did get 8 kills on that Storm, by the way. I didn't really call that out, but you probably saw it, and it was good. It was good. Defiler round on the way. Hive, done. Adrenal, bam. Soma, not one of those Zerg players who skips and forgets about Adrenal. I appreciate that from him a lot. So, Dragoon. I'm just waiting. There we go. There is a Dragoon in production. Intriguingly, a Dragoon in production. I don't even know what that's all about. Like, he starts a Dragoon at the time when Dark Swarm is very near to completion. I mean, the Defiler mount isn't quite done yet, but Consume doesn't take forever, and it should be getting fired up right now, honestly. Right now. No, wait. Yeah, there it is. Now. So, Consume's on the way, which is the de facto Dark Swarm is on the way indicator. It's not an upgrade for Consume as much as it is an upgrade for Dark Swarm, right? Very interesting that way. The only upgrade that really feels that it's an upgrade for something else within StarCraft, right? I think that's what it is. Oh, the shutdown. The shutdown potential is huge. Yeah, naked expand at your own risk, sucker. Yeah, every race tries this, man. Every Terran, Protoss, and Zerg player, every once in a while, will try to naked expand. And it's always like, yeah, you can get away with it sometimes, but sometimes it goes bad. You lose the drone, you lose the probe, you lose the SCV, you cancel the base. It sucks. These Zealots, man. 2-1 and speed out here. Yeah, these Lings have Adrenal, but 0-0 upgrades otherwise, and they're horribly outnumbered. So even Adrenal Ling's not going to handle this many Zealots with the upgrades they've got rolling for them. Look, and this DT, Ruin is doing so well. That's the previous DT, isn't it? That's the only one. Corsair. So what I'm finding interesting too is that Ruin, ended up canceling the +1 air attack. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm like, why do we not have more Corsairs out? I'm realizing as I see this one. So yeah, man, it is Zealot, 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 Dragoon. Okay, there are a group of Dragoons here now. But, dude, Dark Swarm is complete. Ooh, Robotic Support Bay coming in. Protoss fans getting excited about that. No, do not snipe Dark Archon before we can Maelstrom something. How dare you? Okay, all the Lings die. And, oh my gosh, woo! 17 hit points on that Dark Archon. They almost got him. That was a very, very close thing for sure. These Lings want that Dark Archon so bad. Sniping casters is like that. High Templar dies there. Beautiful snipe there from Soma. And getting up here and forcing a cancel on this base too, probably. I mean, guys, if you all attacked it, dude, Soma, where is your attention? Okay, well, maybe not. Did go after some warping and cannons, which is more guaranteed damage. Maybe that was smart from Soma, but attacking this pylon at all is probably a waste of time. Going after the Nexus with everything, or going after the smaller things with everything was going to be your better option there. Plague's on the way. I don't like it. Someone's just kind of throwing Lings into this meat grinder. He's meeting Zealots out in the open. There are not enough Lings to actually deal with that even at all. Lurker Town, USA up here at the 4th base for the Zerg player. Dark Swarm's going to be necessary, though. The Zealot Dragoon count is just too high. Plus the Storm. I mean, Storm doesn't help you. Well, Dark Swarm doesn't help you with the Psionic Storm, as we always know. Let's see if this is going to be a successful attack up here at the 12 o'clock or not. Shuttle on the way. Yeah, he wants a shuttle if you're going to make some... If you're going to make some Reavers, aren't you? Oh, 17 kill DT is just... I mean, he's dead now? No. That Overlord not positioned... Oh, gosh. That one is. Big Ling... Small Ling attack. In there. This bottom... Okay. Don't do it, Dan. It's a death trap. Okay, 20 kill DT. It's all good, I guess. Plague does catch 3 of the Zealots. Good Plague. We'll take it. We accept those. Storm up, storm up. Okay, so now we're into late game PvZ of Chaos, man. Nice Plague again from Soma. Feedback. Catches a Defiler, doesn't kill it, but then the Storm takes it down. As it's just on the edge of that storm. I didn't think it could get hit by it, but it certainly did. Ruin, fallback. Fallback, bud. Everyone's getting inside that Dark Swarm. There is a lurker outside of the Dark Swarm. He gonna die. Yes, he does. Adrenalings doing their best. 171 to 167 supply. Ruin is up. Not by a huge amount, but being up is good when you're dealing with a Zerg top right base being warped in by Ruin 2. So 5 bases for him. And now we've got 5 bases for Soma. This is where it gets tricky, is being on even base count against Protoss is bad. So do you want to take this space where you put Dragoons and like High Templar up here and storm it? Good snipe on that Obs. Same thing here. The only remaining bases are ones that can easily be stormed from the high ground. And Ruin obviously has Storm. So that's not good. I believe the official term for that is bad. It's a bad place to expand. So, Soma needs to hold on to what he has and maybe kill this top right base, too, if he's going to win this game. We've seen Zerg players pull it off before, right? We've seen them actually take this and, like, wipe out this top right base. So I think Soma's very capable of it. I'm just not sure that he's won a direct engagement here yet. Every direct engagement, I think Ruin has come out on top for the most part. Oh, there's the Maelstrom. No Storm follow-up on those Lings. We're just going to sit them out. There's the Storm follow-up on those Lings. Oh, no. I mean, look. As far as targets of Maelstrom go, Lings are probably like the least important one. Reaver hits are so big here, though. Golly. Yeah, Protoss who knows how to use Reavers. When Zerg have all the tools they need to win the game. Reavers are that extra little bit of help as that Reaver gets sniped. Oh, all the Reavers just died. Ow, okay. All right, Ruin. Do a better job protecting your Reavers, friend. Signed, every Protoss viewer on the channel. Good heavens. Nope, High Templar wanders into Lurker Town. Not sure what that's all about. Maybe you've got this set up. Go up and kill this thing. There's only 2 High Templar up there. That seems doable. Yeah, look, look, look. This is it. This is the zoning time. This is the time to go. If you're going to take out that top right base, you need it. But he also wants to protect this 6th base. It's dicey. Dropping on this might be pretty good. The Dark Storms are going to be necessary to keep those cannons from getting out of control. But then the Storms. How many Storms are there? There is... Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. 3 Storms. 3 Storms per High Templar. Ugh. Yeah, it's going to be a tough nut to crack, but I think we're going for it. Yeah, this Corsair scouts what's happening here. Dies for it. 1 storm, 2 storms, 4 more storms remain. There it is. 3, 4, 2 more. You have... No, no. Did I miscount? There's only 1 more left. Dark Storm gets popped. But you can't... There's nothing going? These Hydras are not interested in going up the way? Okay. Ruin attacks the picket line. Attacks the line that's been drawn in the sand here by Soma. Plague catching the Archons and a bunch of Zealots. Archons being added more into the comp here as Dark Swarm exists. Ruin is playing this pretty well. If Soma, again, if Soma can't take down that top right base, things are going to go poorly for him in the long term, and he doesn't even go for it. He doesn't even make the attempt to take out that top right expansion. Very weird out of him. Very passive, honestly. Yeah, and now you can fall back, and your High Templar can help you storm stuff, and There you go. These guys putting in some work. 5 kills and 4 kills apiece. And Soma just gets absolutely shut down here. Zealot Archon being like, no, we're not really worried about what you're doing right now, guy. Not at all. So now the balance is, how many Hydras do we need against how many Archons are out, right? Ooh, Archon does die there. 179 to 154 supply. So Zerg has this base. So technically is a base up on the Protoss. More Lings keep rolling into this one. There hasn't really ever been a really solid attack on it. Lings want that High Templar so bad. Oh, down to 1 HP, not dead. Reavers, 2 kills. Fall back to your positions, men. 2 kills, 0 kills, 0 kills. Okay, those Reavers haven't been doing a lot in defense of this base. But yeah, Soma, the status quo is dicey for Soma. It's doable more. Nice Reaver hits. That Lurker Burrow just out of detection range on that cannon? No way. Woo! That is some crazy good positioning out of Soma. Do you think he did that on purpose, or is that just luck? I don't know. I don't know. Love the Hydras poking and prodding at this 4th base up the right side. 5th base pretty happy. Once again, Soma has an opening here where a lot of Ruin's army is back fallen defensively. And there's a Reaver defending this base, and that's it, man. So 1 Dark Swarm, take down the Reaver, and you got this. The thing is, I'm not sure Soma knows what's up there. He's not scouting it. He hasn't really poked it since he got shoved away from it a couple minutes ago. I think that's a mistake. I think he needs to see what's going on up there. Ruin's trying to get away with some minimal defense at that top right. And I think he might get away with it. Man. Yeah, Lings against your Reavers. Adrenalings, man. 3-3 upgrades. He went from 0-0 to 3-3 pretty quickly for a Zerg. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here is the drop. Is it going to work? I don't know. 154 supply. Reaver's really the only hope here because it's all cannons otherwise. Reaver gets surrounded and killed. This base is dead. All right, this is what Soma needed to get back into this game, and he noted that he needed it. Nexus down, probes down. 46 probes remain to 57 drones as the... Okay, that's exactly what Soma needed here. It is now a 4-basing Protoss versus a 6-basing Zerg. 5.5, considering there's no gas at this one. Ruin needs to move out. He's got an army advantage supply, actually, which is pretty big. The Hydra count does seem pretty scary, though. Coming in, flanking on both sides. Good Storms, though. Storm right side, playing on the Reavers. But nothing's actually hitting them quite yet. Storm on the left side. Lurkers getting cleared out. Obs are still alive, not sniped adequately. And holy smokes, Ruin took that engagement a lot better than I thought he would. Scourge, no connection on that shuttle. The Archons wiped them out. Defiler's like plague, but I think the shuttle just got killed there. Oh boy, so shuttle died. No shuttles here. Maybe Obs got sniped. No, there's an Obs back there too. Never mind. Plagued Reavers doing some serious work here with a plagued shuttle, shuttling it around. This is such a chaotic situation here, but it's a 2-to-1 ratio in favor of Ruin. He's been making such good trades over the last couple of minutes. Some Ultralisks make it to the party. A little bit late, man. It would have been nice to have those about 60 seconds ago. But as it stands, Ruin's going to try to cross this bridge against the Ultras. They do have 6 armor and 3 attack. They've got the chitinous plating. Archon, 1 Ultra against 4 Archons, not good. 5 Archons against 1, okay. So yeah, it's going to be a numbers game here. But, dude, 175 to 85 supply Reaver shots against these Ultras. Exactly what they don't want. Run! Oh, sniped from downtown. Downtown Jackson Brown. And that's it. GG. Soma taps out and Ruin gets the win here in a pretty jam-packed 23-minute game. That was amazing. Absolutely disgustingly incredible display of PvZ there. What a game from Ruin. Woo-wee. And he's taking this base behind it too, because of course he is. He's a good player. Never actually bothered to go back here though, intriguingly enough. But yeah, man. Archons, Reavers, High Templar with Storm, DTs in the mix for the fun of it. 12 kills on that Dark Templar. Absolutely sick game. Sick game out of Ruin, man. The early Zealots into later Dragoons that didn't really participate a lot, right? A lot of this game was just Zealots into High Templar, into Reavers, into Archons was his strategy and his personal stamp he put on this game, and I gotta say, I like it. I like it a lot. So, my goodness. That was just beautiful. Just beautiful in every way. All right. So, just an absolutely 100 incredible display of how to play PvZ, man. I don't think he killed a base today. I don't think he did. He never really attacked a base of Somas. He just kind of won the stuff in the middle. I mean, this died, obviously, other than this. But yeah, I usually say you have to kill bases. But no, with this strat, just good, careful play. Excellent showing from Ruin. Gets the win. 209,000, 180,000 points in favor of Ruin. Got outproduced 7-2, but outkilled 5-1. Which is actually a bigger margin. That was a great kill death ratio. 17-2 buildings raised. A lot of Protoss buildings died, especially with that top right base going down. But Ruin was able to recover, make his counterattack work, and win with it, which is nuts. And it's a, what is it, a 4,000, 3,400, 3,200 resources lost difference in 24 minutes. It's just not quite enough. And yeah, that's the problem with the map. Is not a lot of, not very many places to expand for a Zerg player. Can be tricky. And that was it, man. That was it. All right, so that is going to be it for me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.